Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning to everyone. So today is your last class before the vacation, puja vacation. So today we will do one sum on degeneracy problem in transportation problem. Okay, and then your one we have been asked to give you puja vacation assignment to you. So my from my part your assignment is going to be so small. All right, I won't give you much pressure. You enjoy puja, but as per the formalities I'll have to give you assignments. So what I have thought is I will give you only one sum on this degeneracy itself. Okay, so during the puja vacation any day, once your festivals get over, once you finish your enjoyment, you just sit for one day and finish it off like that. Okay, but you should not forget the previous studies also, because soon after the puja vacation only 1 month will be there in order to cover up the rest of the syllabus. So you should not forget about your uh, last taught topics. And at the same time, I think by now you know that you will have to write the open book assignment for your second semester. By now you know, you must be knowing. Tell me, do you know that?
No, ma'am.
No, no. Okay. One notice has come. We have seen. It has not been circulated yet, but soon it will be circulated. Dates has not been mentioned. Okay. No, I think date is also mentioned. Wait, just let me see. It was not shared on the students group.
No, ma'am.
Nothing. Okay. Then there must be some official loopholes in that. That's why it has not been shared. But anyways, so it won't be good if I tell you the dates and all that were mentioned. Maybe it will come officially from the office, college office. Then it will be better to discuss. But you that day Rudra sir was also telling no that you may have to write the open book assignment. It will be online. So yes, I saw that notice, but for now, don't take it for granted that that is the final one, because it has not come from the office. But unofficially, I'm saying you that this kind of notice is getting circulated that university is going to take an online assignment. It will be an open book assignment. Okay, so nothing to worry. You just have to keep everything ready. At the moment, they're just like your third year's gave, like that only it will be conducted, I guess. So you'll have to keep everything ready, and once the question gets flooded in the website, you will have to just see and download some front page and all that. Those formalities will be there, and after that you within 3 hours or 2 hours time, for you it will be 2 hours. Within 2 hours you'll have to finish up the assignment. Question paper sort of assignment will be given. You have to solve that, and after half an hour of the finish of the examination, either you'll have to submit in the college or you have to upload in the website. Not in the website, maybe in the college email id, something like that. It happened with the third years. That's why based on that I'm saying that. Just now who joined just now? Please unmute and tell me who has joined just now, right now. Who has joined? Aryan, is it Aryan? I think it is Aryan. What is the name that you have written? Huh? Senshi Vines. What is this? Hmm?
Sorry, ma'am.
What is this? Tell me, Senji Vines. Who is this?
Ma'am, my brother changed my name no yesterday.
Your younger brother or your elder brother?
Younger one.
Younger one. Very
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
Younger one is playing with your phone.
Sorry, ma'am.
See, he left. Okay, anyway, so for that sort of assignment, you should be mentally prepared from now onwards. I think after the puja vacation, that will be conducted. Okay. So as you are studying this third semester papers, you should also you should not throw away all your notes of the second semester, and you can always visit the teacher and ask for help. Okay, not during the assignment, before the assignment you can ask for help. We are there to help you. So that sort of mental preparation should be there. Okay, it's not that you have been promoted, you have not received your mark sheet also, no. So based on that assignment, the mark sheet will be provided. That's what it is. It is getting circulated. So let it come finally from the office part, then it will be finalized. Otherwise, I cannot disclose anything, or it will be vague if I say anything which is not official. But my point is, you should be ready about all this. Okay. Okay. So let us do this problem today, and similar sort of problem will be your puja vacation assignment. I'll upload by tonight or by tomorrow. Okay. I'll upload it in Moodle. So based on that, you will finish off. Okay. Now you see, this is an unbalanced transportation problem. Okay. We will discuss it, and by the time I'm discussing, you can jot down the question. You could have jot down the question in your copy. If not, that's also fine. You do it later on. So in this problem, you see whenever we receive a transportation problem, our first job has to be to see whether the demand side and the supply side are equal or not. The total of the demand side and the supply side are equal or not. Okay. So now you check the total demand side is how much? It is 50 plus 95, then 125, 30, 100 and 215. So is it 215? Check the demand side. Demand side total is 215, right? And the supply side's total is how much? 140, 51, 90, 195. It is 195, right? So you can check in this problem that the demand side is showing you a bigger data than the supply side. Am I correct? So this problem is an unbalanced transportation problem. So this will be the first line you will write in your solution. You can write it now, as I will go a little bit fast. You may not catch up. So you can listen to me, and after the class, you can write the lines in your copy. So since the total demand, that is summation of Bj, is equals to 215, and it is greater than the total supply, that is summation of Ai, which is 195, thus the problem is an unbalanced transportation problem, right? So we will have to convert this unbalanced transportation problem into a balanced one. How will we do it? Now listen to me very carefully. Okay, now see which side is lower. The supply side is less, right? The supply side is less. So in order to add in the supply side, what we will have to add? Origin or destination? What we will have to add? Origin or destination? Destinations are giving you the columns total, right? And origins are giving you the row sides total. Am I correct? So if we want to increase the supply side, we will have to introduce a dummy origin O4. We'll name it as O4, and we will introduce it, and we call it as a dummy. We call it as a dummy origin. Had the demand side been lower, we would have introduced a dummy destination. Is it clear? If not, please ask. Okay. Since the supply side is more, so we will have to introduce a dummy origin. Had the demand side been more, we would have introduced a dummy destination. Okay, now when we are introducing a dummy origin, we cannot simply write the costs, right? The costs, I mean by cost, what I mean, this figure 6, 1, 9, 3, 11, 15, 2, 8, 10, 12, 4 and 7. We cannot also assume the costs. It will be vague for us. Then our solution part will become meaningless. That is why what we will do is, although we will introduce a dummy origin, but we will put the cost, all the costs in that dummy origin as 0. Okay, so there is no question of assumption. We are just putting it as 0 because that is a dummy origin. We are just introducing it in order to transform the unbalanced transportation problem into a balanced one. That's it. No more objective in introducing the dummy origin. Okay. So we will convert this into a balanced transportation problem by introducing a dummy origin with cost 0 and giving supply equal to that extra that is required. What is the extra that is required? It was 215 minus 195. That is 20 units were less in the supply side. So in the supply side corresponding to the dummy origin 04, we will write 20 units. Hence, we have converted the problem as follows. You see, this will be your transportation problem. After conversion, this is going to be your transportation problem. This is the one which you are going to write in your copy. No need to write now because we will not have much time to finish the sum in the class itself if you go on writing. So we will discuss the sum now and you will listen to me very well so that when you sit for solving the sum, you don't feel any difficulty. Okay? Okay. Now that you know that if the degeneracy occurs, that means the number of assigned allocation becomes equal to the value of m plus n minus 1, you can apply any method. Okay. Suppose after applying VAM, you are getting the degeneracy, that is the number of allocation, total number of allocation is occurring to be less than the value of m plus n minus 1. What will you do? What will you do to remove that degeneracy? Can you tell me? Please tell me. If you are getting total number of allocations less than the value of m plus n minus 1, then what will you do?
Ma'am will introduce that E.
Yes, very good. Who is this? Priyanka, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, Priyanka. So now you have understood, right? So that day, when you were solving the problem with VAM, you were getting one allocation less, right? So in that case, simply you will put an epsilon, which is a value that is greater than 0, and it has to be put in that cell which is having the lowest cost. In that unallocated cell which is having the lowest cost. Understood? So that is a different thing. Let us see what we get if we apply VAM, or if we apply, few of you do it with VAM, few of you do it with least cost, and few of you do it with northwest corner. Okay, randomly you select the method and then you do this problem. Understood? So that we can verify our answers. Okay. If all the methods are giving the same answer, then our problem is verified, right? So you can apply that, or else simply you follow VAM method because this is the most acceptable method of transportation problem. All right. So you will solve the problem with the help of VAM or northwest corner or least cost. It's up to you. Okay. So after solving, I will discuss VAM because in the screen we can see VAM. So I'm going to discuss VAM. Otherwise, it won't be fruitful, right? So I'm going to explain this with the help of VAM. So after applying VAM, we will see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Total 7 allocations are coming. And while you are allocating, you have to allocate in the dummies row or dummy column as well. Okay. You solve this problem cautiously. Let this be your puja vacation assignment. Okay. Let this be your puja vacation assignment. So you will solve this problem during the puja vacation. Okay. Okay, so you will have to assign in the dummy origin as well. It's not that since the dummy origin are having cost 0, you will not assign anything, but you will have to assign because you have written on the supply side a number of units of 20, right? So you will have to assign in the dummy origin as well. So following that concept, you will solve and you will see that there are total number of 7 allocations that are coming in different cells. Then what will you do? Oh my god, this is hazy. So this will be the initial solution that you will get with respect to the total transportation cost. This has come as hazy, but you can still understand and match with the thing. You will already get the answer in the previous table anyways. So you will see that there are 7 independent non-negative allocations, which is exactly equal to the value of m plus n minus 1. What is the value of m here? Number of rows are 4. Then n, value of n is also 4. 4 rows and 4 columns. So 4 plus 4 minus 1. You will get 7. So there are exactly equal number of independent non-negative allocations to the value of m plus n minus 1. Hence, the solution is a non-degenerate one. So thus we can prove that the solution is a non-degenerate one, and it is giving you a total transportation cost of this much. You should verify the answer as well. Okay, there may be mistakes also in the book, printing errors or something like that. So you need to verify. Don't copy it blindly. Don't copy it blindly. Okay. So the total transportation cost you will get as 1010. Suppose. Now we will apply Modi, right? So we will have to identify the row or the column which is having the highest number of allocation. Which one will you select? Tell me. Any one of you? Tell me which one will you select? Which one is having the highest allocation?
O2.
Okay, you select O2. Then in that case, your U2 will be 0. Right? And you can also select O1. You can also select O3. You can also select D1. You can also select D2. You can also select D3. So just leaving D4, you can select D4 and O4. You can select any of the row or any of the column, because all are having equal number of allocation, that is 2. So arbitrarily you will choose anyone. Okay, I would have chosen the first row because arbitrarily we are choosing. So I would have selected the first row, but no problem if you select the second row also. Okay, so you will select that. Then what condition you will follow? The conditions are your U1 or U2 or U3 or V1, V2, V3. Any of this will be a 0, and Ui plus Vj is going to be equals to Cij. So following that equation and your assumption, you will proceed and find out the value of U1, U2, U3, U4 and D1, D2, D3, D4. Okay, so you will find out the value of all this. Calculations are not given here, so you will have to do it on your own. Yes, so you will do it on your own and then match with the answers. Okay, while doing you will understand yourself only why there is nothing is written in the last rows UI part. Okay, while solving, you will understand yourself only. So, after writing that, you will see that in the yes. Okay. Now you see uh, is not optimum. Yeah, since all the del ij is not equals to not greater or equals to 0. Okay, this is a printing error. It should be since all delta ij's are not or equal, greater or equals to 0, thus the solution is not optimum. Okay. Now we introduce the cell 3 1, that is third row and first column, as this cell has the most negative value of del ij. Okay, so there may be some printing error also. So I suggest you first solve on your own and check. Okay. Now, if you are getting in the previous sum, we were getting only one cell as negative, isn't it? But here you will find that there are many cells which are having negative del ij. In that case, you will have to start from the most negative value of delta ij. Okay, you will have to start from the most negative value of delta ij, and then you will have to create that loop. That creation of loop, I don't think there is necessity of explaining again, because I believe I have explained it properly in the last week. Throughout the week I have been discussing that. So if not anyone has understood, you can get back to the class recordings that were uploaded. Okay, so I don't think creation of this loop and then assigning the positive and negative require any more explanation. If required, you can refer to the class recordings. Okay, so following the rule, you will go on assigning the signs, and then you will consider the cells in which you have assigned negative signs, and from the cells you will select the allocated value and select the minimum of that value. In the last problem, both of them were 10, so we had selected 10, but here you are going to get different values. So in that case, you will select the least one. Okay, and then one cell will become empty, the other cell will be filled up, 3 cells will be merged into one cell. All those same rule you will follow, and then you will do the allocation again. After doing the allocation, you will have to again check whether the value of m plus n minus 1 is equals to the number of allocations. If equal, then you will proceed to check the optimality. Otherwise, you will assign an epsilon, that is e, small e looking kind of symbol, that is called epsilon, in the lowest cost cell, unallocated cell rather, and then you will proceed. Okay, so you may have to follow the same step here. The elaborated solution has not been shown. You will have to do it on your own. So that let this be your puja vacation assignment. Okay, so see here the calculation of u1, u2, u3, u4 is also not given, so you will have to calculate that twice. I just hope you are doing all these things in your copy. Once in November, I would see all of your copies. Okay, so I hope you are just solving all this in your copy. So depending on that, here in this sum also you will have to follow that step of assigning u1, u2, u3, u4 or v1, v2, v3, v4 as 0, and then following the equation ui plus vj greater equals to your Cij. So you have to follow that step again, and then you will have to calculate the values of ui's and vj's. After that, you will calculate the del ij's and check whether all the del ij's are positive or not. As long as you're not getting all the del ij's positive, you will have to continue doing the sum. Understood? So this is your puja vacation assignment. Okay, I will upload this in the Moodle as a resource as well as an assignment. So you will have to solve this during the puja vacation. Is that clear? Any doubt in this? In the next class, we will not discuss QTM assignment again. So you may ask if you have any doubt by the time I am taking the attendance. Okay. Once you start solving the sum, you may have many doubts. So you can ask me during your solution. I will try to help as much as possible. Okay, it's already 7:37. I'm taking your attendance from the participants list. Okay, you may leave and join your next class. See you again at 9:20. I'll give you assignment. I have taken the screenshots. I'll give you attendance. Sorry. Bye bye then.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.